All right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want to start out?
That's a good question. That is a good question, my brother. That is a great question. I was reading Isaiah 13. We was reading Isaiah 32. I was thinking about going through a chapter. I think it's been a little while, if my memory serves me correct, for going into a chapter. We'll probably end up veering off. But you was talking about Gog and Magog when we were sitting down there. That chapter talks about it when you get down to 17. Isaiah 13 is a good little chapter to go. You know, we could start there, bro. We haven't done that in a while. I know he already lied. Let me already. And let's keep the pace good too. Let's not talk too fast. We're gonna go through the precepts slowly, break it down. Sometimes I see I can do it, the brother can do it. We could get to the point where we move it so fast. Let's keep in mind the edification. I gotta keep it in mind too, all right? Just keep it in mind. You hear me, bro?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the edification. It's more about the edification than it is trying to get to all the precepts. Precepts will come. Yeah. Make sure it's good. It's flowing good. That's the main thing. That trumps everything.
Yes, sir.
And I'm saying it to myself first and foremost. Yeah, the word gonna have free course, brothers ain't gotta worry. Hey, some brothers say you don't never get to have free course. It's just they be there for 3 hours every week. Might not say nothing. It's how it is. It's how it is though. All right. All right. We'll get started here in 1 second. Shalom to the brother Enos.
Hey,
Shalom, brother. And all you brothers and sisters gonna get on enjoying the lesson. We back here another day, all through the spirit of the Lord, the God of heaven and earth, Yahweh, and his son, Yahweh Shai. Hopefully y'all can hear us good. The mics are good. Let us know, brother, if the audio is good. Anybody getting on? Hopefully it's good. Hopefully the audio is good. We'll get going here like we do. Back on another Sunday. We're blessed to be able to come do this work. Beautiful. The water, brother. Blessed to come do this work again. The water, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. For the gift of faith, Amawan, and for this truth, and for understanding Bawayan, right? And this award, and this amath, and this truth, and this light, right? We are forever indebted to the Most High God, Yahweh, through his son, Yahweh Shai, for paying the ultimate price. Yep, we are the Hebrew Israelites, and we come week in and week out, and we preach the destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America, in the Holy Scriptures. And we preach to our people, the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? And those that are scattered, that are of the seed of Jacob. We preach to our people to repent or perish, and also the destruction of Babylon the Great, letting them know that, hey, the time of the redeemed is almost near. The time of Yahweh Shai's return is almost near, right? So before we get started, we want to give all praises, infinite honor and glory to the God of heaven and earth, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Kodash. All praises be to the Most High God, Yahweh, and his son, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, call her Lord Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All praises, honor and glory be to the Most High and his only begotten son, the water Yahweh, the water Yahweh Shai, right? We're back another day. Honors be to the elect elders of the nation of Israel, Tham Yad, and Barakim La Habayah Madabada. Blessings to the house of David, you brothers that are laboring in the truth and in sincerity on the four corners of the earth. And blessings also to you believing brothers and sisters, you Akim and Akwath, who listen and believe on the glorious gospel that's being preached throughout the four corners of the earth. And to you we say shalom.
Shalom,
Shalom, shalom, shalom, and peace as always unto you believing brothers and sisters. Right? We'll jump into it. We was talking about Isaiah 13. We'll jump into it, and we'll see what goes from there. And if the spirit, deviates, and that's fine too. We're gonna go with the spirit of the Lord, because, hey, the scriptures say that the word is supposed to have free course. Free course, right? We ain't gonna muzzle the ox. So we'll just go with that, bro. And we'll just break it down. Precepts come, just let it be known. We'll bring them out, right? And hopefully this lesson's edifying, right? To you believing brothers and sisters. Hopefully it's edifying, right? You got it, bro.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 1, and it reads, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amoz did see.
The burden, what's the burden? The burden is Isaiah seeing the destruction. That's the burden that he's speaking about, right? That's to be a burden unto this place. So the burden that's going to be upon Babylon, right? That Isaiah saw, the son of Amos, he saw the destruction, right? Many of the prophets.
Right.
Matter of fact, let's prove that. Let's go to give me Isaiah 6.
Okay.
Go to Isaiah 6. We'll start at about 10. We'll show that was indeed through the precepts. That was what the burden is.
Right.
Right. This place is being burdened now with the plagues, but ultimately, the missiles is what's going to actually finish the job.
That's right.
It's going to take the missiles and Yahweh Shai and the chariots to finish this place off, right? But this is the burden that he saw, the destruction, right? The destruction, which a lot of our people are oblivious to the fact of the times that they're in or what's coming.
Right.
They have no clue of what's going on. That's why we are very fortunate to have this truth. We can't take it lightly. We have to put our whole heart into it. You got it, bro.
Yeah, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 6 and verse 10.
Yep.
And it reads,
Get that too.
make the heart of this people fat, make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes,
Yep.
lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears,
Yep.
and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed.
That's how simple salvation is, right? For you to see with your eyes and understand with your heart,
Right.
and repent, convert, and then be healed. But we know the majority of our people are not going to do it, so let's keep reading.
Verse 11. Then said I, Adawan, how long? That's a question. And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabit, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate.
Yep, let's talk about Babylon the Great. What we're reading about, we're still talking about Isaiah.
Right.
We're reading about Babylon being destroyed. He said, how long is it going to remain like this? How long are our people ears are going to be fat, as it said? How long are they going to be asleep? He said, until this place get destroyed, until the cities are desolate. That's when the missiles hit it. That's when Babylon is going to be completely destroyed, right? Go ahead.
Verse 12. And the Yahweh have removed men far away, and there be a great forsaking in the midst of the land.
And there be a great forsaking in the midst of the land. Second Ezra, the 5th chapter, speaks about that, right? How the land would be barren of faith, right? So we're seeing it more and more. We're in that time where people, their only thing that they're really taking heed unto is pleasing themselves.
Right.
Doing things as self-gratification.
Yep.
That's all that really matters. Money.
Yep.
Right? And doing things that this do as thou wilt lifestyle.
Yep.
So really, God and righteousness ain't really what's in Babylon and in Esau's kingdom. That's not what's in. Hold that. Let's prove why real quick. Proverbs 29 and 2. We'll go back there. That's not what's in here. Righteousness ain't what's in. Most people don't care about truth or righteousness. They don't care about the words of God. They don't care about the commandments of God. Most people only care about how they can please their flesh. Most men, they just worry about how they can get their dick wet. Women, how they can get some rod in them.
Right.
Or getting some money.
Exactly.
Right? Finessing somebody. That's natural. Jai Quab, that's in Jake's spirit, is to be like that.
Huh?
And to not actually adhere to righteousness. So, for that, there's got to be a penalty. God is going to kill a lot of damn people. That's what the penalty is. You got it, Akia.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. And it reads,
You can break it down.
when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. As you can see, it's like Job 9 and 24. The word is in the hand of the wicked. And that's why the people are not rejoicing, because there's no righteousness in this world. There's no righteousness of the laws. There's no righteousness that they push. It's not going to be righteous until the 12 tribes when the Lord come back and we take over and we have our rightful steed, rule the world again. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. The people are mourning because they are like the walking dead. It says if you leave the way of understanding, you're in the conjugation of the dead. They have no wisdom. They have no light. And that is true life. So these people are mourning. They are dead. They're like walking zombies.
That's right. Beautiful.
Yep.
That's beautiful. You about to say something?
Yeah, and just lay back off of you. Ultimately, when you were saying that, people are basically, seeking to please their flesh. Real fast. Let me grab this. In the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 1, and I'm reading a little bit down. It said, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." All right, and we are in that time now. "For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, and unholy." All right, and we see that more and more in these days. "Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good." All right, and we see that a lot of our people refuse to hearken unto demands on the highways and the hedges, which is all cool. "Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh." All right, so they seeking to do what? please what's in, whatever is inside of them. Okay.
That's precept of the day. That's beautiful.
That's
That pretty much made it real clear what we're reading about in Isaiah. Now we can go back.
to Isaiah 13. Yeah.
Yep.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 2. And it reads, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain.
The high mountain, speaking about Babylon the Great, which is America. It says, lift ye up a banner, right? Let's show what that banner is. Read that one more time.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 2, and it reads, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice of the rhythm.
And we're exalting our voice. The men of the Lord are lifting up their voice like a trumpet. Isaiah 58 and verse 1, right? You can bring it if you want to.
I'm right here.
Go ahead.
God, shake the hand.
You can hold it. Yep, you good. No, you good.
You good. Isaiah 58 and verse 1. Okay, it said, lift up a banner. And Isaiah 58 verse 1, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. These are the men of the Lord, all right, on the highways and the hedges. Show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob, Yaquab, their sins. All right. Matthew chapter 3 and verse 2 says what? Tell my people to do what? Repent or perish. All right. Get with it or what? Die. Okay.
Quick precept adding on to that. Psalm 60 and 4, going into that banner, right? It says, thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee, that it may be displayed because of the truth. I'll read it again. Psalm 60 and 4. Thou hast given a banner. That banner is this truth. It said, lift up a banner upon a high mountain to them that fear thee. So the believers are actually hearing and seeing the truth, right? It says to them that fear thee, that it may be displayed because of the truth. So this banner is going forth, right? Because this is the truth. And the truth is set up to gather the believers here in the last days. That's the whole purpose of the truth. The internet, all that is really about gathering the Most High's people. Yeah, it's all kind of folly and shit on the internet, right? But truly it was set up so, like it says in Psalm 19, so the truth could be displayed worldwide. That was really the reason why the Most High set it up. That's how it fulfilled prophecy, how it says this gospel will be preached in all the world, right? There you go. That's how we know.
Going to the fact that these are the prophets out here that are preaching this word, rebuking the nation, and then bringing all the elect in. There's a book in 2nd HEDGES, chapter 12, verse 31, and it reads, and the lion whom thou sawest rising out of the wood, and roaring and speaking to the eagle, that will be the prophets today that are on the four corners of earth, that are out here preaching this word, rebuking the nation of the great Babylon, trying to drag in our people that are chosen, and also rebuking our own people at the same time. And rebuking her for her unrighteousness with all the words which thou hast heard. Those words that you have heard are words from this Bible and Apocrypha. We are speaking the word of Yahweh Yahushua, condemning the great Babylon the Great, condemning the 2/3, and also trying to bring in the rest of that elect.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
Yep, you got it.
Yep.
Isaiah 13.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 13, 2. And it reads, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the noble.
That we're warning you, we're shaking the hand, telling you to repent, right? To repent or perish. Tell you that to come back to the words of truth. Give me John, damn, is that John 14? No. John, is it 14 and 17? Right?
Yeah.
You know, so we're telling our people to return and to come back to the commandments. No, John, it should be maybe 17 and 17. Maybe that's right. Yeah, let's see 17 and 17.
Yeah.
Boom.
John chapter 17, verse 17, red lettering Yahushua speaking. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth.
Yep, you got it.
So ultimately, being what? Clean by the word. All right. As thou hast sent me into the world, even so I also have sent them into the world. All right, speaking about who? The men of the Lord on the highways and the hedges. Okay.
Yep. So we be sanctified, right? Set aside. We're returning by way of the truth. Now read that again, Amath. You can go back there, Baba Kushar.
The book of Isaiah chapter 13, verse 2, and it reads, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain.
Yeah, that's his truth. Go ahead.
Exalt the voice unto them.
And upon the high mountains, upon Babylon, the great America. So that will be the sign of the prophet Jonas. That will be also a sign of the of who Babylon is and the valley of the dry bones. All of that, all wrapped up in one. And this would be that symbol to the world. The majority of the prophets are here in Babylon, although we got brothers and sisters that are scattered as well. But the overwhelming majority is right here in America. That's that sign, right upon the high mountain, the highest government. Go ahead.
Shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the noble.
Yeah, so this is going all the way up to the higher ups, right? This is going up to the higher ups. Go ahead.
Con. The book of Isaiah chapter 13 verse 3, and it reads,
Yep.
I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger.
Yep. So the sanctified ones, it says, I have called my sanctified ones and the mighty ones. That will be the elect. Those that were preserved for the end to return. Those are the ones that were set aside or sanctified. And the mighty ones are the angels. Now read that all over again.
Con. The book of Isaiah chapter 13 verse 3, and it reads, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger.
Yep, go ahead.
Even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of the multitudes and the mountains, like as a great people.
Yep.
A tumultuous noise.
This is a tumultuous, a terrible noise, right? Go ahead.
Con. Of the kingdoms of nations gathered together.
So the gathering of the nations, somebody give me Zephaniah 3
I got you.
and 8, and then I'll get this one going into that tumultuous noise, right? Which is the sound of battle. The sound of battle is that tumultuous noise. Read that one more time. Let's set that up perfectly.
The book of Isaiah chapter 13 verse 4, and it reads,
Yep.
The noise of the multitude and the mountains,
Uh-huh.
like as a great people, a tumultuous noise in the kingdoms of nations gathered together.
So it's a terrible tumultuous noise, which is the kingdoms and nations gathered together. When you hear Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin and all these different world leaders saying they ain't dealing with America no more, and that they'll use tactical nukes and speaking like that, that's that terrible tumultuous noise. Matter of fact, you can get it also as a brother bring this. Give me the one Jeremiah 50 and 22. Just hold your place there. 50, when you get 22, and you can get yours first, Akar, if you want.
Finish this off first.
Okay, yeah, if you got a little more.
God, how I don't want Yahweh of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
So the Most High is actually, he's the one that's gathered the nations together. We'll get Zephaniah 3.
Yep. This is the book of Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 8. Therefore wait you upon
50 and
me,
22, 50 and 22.
said the Yahweh.
The Lord said, wait upon him. He's talking to the elect. He's telling us to wait, hold our peace, right? Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So we got to wait on the Most High, meaning we can't be hasty and move on our own time, on our own intuition, or do what the scriptures say, which is hasten above the Most High. You haste in vain. So we got to wait on the Most High. Go ahead.
Yep. Wait on the Yahweh. Therefore wait you upon me, said the Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey.
Until the time that the Most High is going to deliver us. Is when he rise up to the prey. Go ahead.
For my determination is to gather the nations.
God, the Most High, is determined. That word determined, when you look it up, goes into Mashapat, which is the Lord's judgment. His judgment or determination is to gather the nations. It's to bring World War III. That's what God and the heavenly hosts are determined to do. So who in the hell could stop what God want to do? If he said he's determined, and his determination is that he want the nations to fight in World War III, who could actually stop that?
No one.
You see? It tells you that in 2 Ezra 16.
Yep.
Right? Who could stop a lion and shot of an archer? Who could stop that?
Yep.
Who could stop a hungry lion in the wood? Who could actually stop? Try to stop it there, Esau. Because you ain't gonna do nothing against the truth before the truth. All you're gonna do is fulfill prophecy.
That's right.
Because the Most High is 8,000 steps ahead of you on his chessboard.
He said he knew the end at the beginning.
Yep.
That's right. So we just reading what the Most High is saying and falling back into the fact that we know that this is what's true.
That's right.
Not nothing about 2050 going to be on other planets. None of that's not gonna happen. Or none of these plans that Esau got, right? How he's destroyed the earth and how he's, trying to find ways around him being the wicked. Is no way around that. The Most High said your ass will be identified. You have been identified.
That's
and
right.
then he said after you get identified, you're gonna be destroyed. That's all that's coming. Ain't no other nations gonna rule. None of that. None of that's gonna ever happen.
That's right.
Right? We got next. And our time is almost here.
We got next forever.
And that's what the prophets are here to tell you. And we got it forever. We ain't gonna never let it go. Go ahead.
Yep. Continuing on, that I may assemble the kingdom.
The Most High is assembling all the nations like he said he was gonna do in the whole Bible. Go ahead.
To pour upon them my indignation.
So the Most High is gathering everybody together to give him his anger. The Most High God is angry every day with the wicked. Right? He's angry as hell in the heavens. Go ahead.
Even all my fierce anger.
And all the fierce anger, you're gonna know the anger and the power of the Most High. You people don't know it. Y'all don't know his name. Y'all don't know the power of the God of heaven and earth. You don't know Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Right? You don't know, but you're gonna learn soon.
All right.
Go ahead.
To pour, continuing on, even all my fierce anger for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
That's World War III. So God said he's gonna bring World War III.
God. It's the book of Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 22, and it reads,
Yep.
the sound of battle is in the land.
That's that tumultuous noise, the sound of battle. The Most High gathered the nations. That's that tumultuous, terrible noise. That's really a bad sign. That's a terrible sign, right? Go ahead.
Hey, Shalom Malaki.
And of great destruction. Beautiful. Now we can go back to Isaiah. So that sound of battle is that terrible noise, because that is the sound that is going to be great destruction coming behind. They ain't about to just go back and forth and just trade barbs in the media and all that. No, the missiles, they ain't gonna just be for display shown during different ceremonies around the world. They're gonna actually use them. Right? According to prophecy. It ain't hard to tell. If you got the spirit on you, it ain't hard to tell. Now, when you talk to most people about that, they don't want to hear, oh, that's kind of, man, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I don't want to think about negative stuff. Well, that's just what it is.
Right.
And God brings judgment and brings chaos on the earth. Right? When people are starving and dying and earthquakes is happening and all kind of,
Right.
that's because God wants that to happen. You got it, Ak.
His hands in all things raise the balances.
That's
The
right.
book of Isaiah chapter
right.
13, verse 5,
Yep.
it reads, they come from a far country.
What is that talking about? Talking about the missiles.
The missiles?
He said they come from a far country. Let's prove that before the brother, when you get the one, give me second Esdras. Give me second Esdras 15.
Yep.
No, second Esdras 16. Started about 8 or 9. Read, you can go ahead and read the rest of it in the mouth.
Con.
Oh, Salakia.
Yep. And while we doing that, shalom to Hananya, shalom to Yakima Alya, brother up in Philly, shalom to
Hey, shalom.
Danya Allah, Yawanathan,
Shalom,
all you brothers
shalom.
is getting on. Hey, Yahabah Shabrakatah. So it says they come from a far country. Go ahead. Starting from the top of that.
I got you. The book of Isaiah chapter 13, verse 5, and it reads,
Yep.
they come from a far country.
Speaking of the missiles, go ahead.
From the end of heaven, even Ha'adwan Yahweh, the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
So this is the weapons of the Most High. This is the anger of the Lord. Is Him allowing this understanding of how to create the nuclear or the ICBM, the nuclear bomb. That's the Lord's anger. He allowed it to be constructed and made so that he could show His anger in the last days. That shows you how cold the Most High is, right? Because when they got this technology, they thought it was just Esau thought it was just something. Okay, damn, I got this.
Right.
Now this is how I'm gonna rule forever. Ain't nobody gonna be able to mess with us. No, all the other nations got it too. All the other relevant nations, and you got other nations that's joined together with each other. That's actually underneath nations like Russia, right? Which is the Medes, Gog and Magog, and the land of Gog and Magog, that they're a guard to. So you got other nations like, shit, I'm with them.
Right.
It's sort of like you grew up in the hood and your big brother in the gang. And let's say you're not really in the gang, but if somebody fuck with you, you go to your big brother. That's how the nations are with Russia. They're like, hey, well shit, Russia got more nukes than America.
That BRICS alliance.
There you go.
Yep.
And that BRICS alliance is Jeremiah 50 and verse 9. We might get that. See? So now they're like, hey, I might not have the nuke, but they got them.
But they got 'em.
You see what I'm saying? Like, hey, I might not be able to do nothing, but my big brother do.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my big
And your big brother, you go get Depot. Depot like, who is it?
Yeah, who is it?
Niggas get real quiet. Remember Depot, they tuck their chains in.
Tuck their chains in and shit.
They can take off their bracelets.
Gone.
Depot.
Gone.
Depot. So America done met its match. Right? And it's a bunch of depots. Ain't just one. China depot as well, because they got the biggest economy in the world. I mean, the second biggest economy in the world. They supply everything to America.
Yep.
So you got China out there. India got some flavor now.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? And their neighbors, Pakistan, they got nukes too. So you got a lot of nations that got this. North Korea, nations that was looked at as nothing 40, 50 years ago. Nobody nations, but guess what? They got the button. You see what I'm saying? And other nations too. In Saudi Arabia, all around that in the world. And all in that Saudi Gulf region. They got all that oil, and what they've been doing. They've been buying nukes, they've been buying all this technology to fight for the last days. Beautiful. What was you?
I got second Esdras 16.
Oh,
He's about to, yeah.
I was about to take Edge 16, that's what I was about to say.
Beautiful. You can start wherever up you want to a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna start up a little bit.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm already here.
Yep, he got it.
Yeah, this is the book of second Esdras chapter 16. And I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, sword is sent upon you, who may turn it back. All right, this time about what? Ultimately judgment. Okay, and we understand that that sword goes into what? Once again, those missiles. All right, also you go to the book of Joel chapter 2. All right, the missiles are likened to what? The Most High's army. Continuing on, verse 3, verse 4, a fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? All right, once again, going into what? Ultimately the lake of fire. And also the chariots that were shooting off, fire beams as well. Okay? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Okay, and we see that mass, plagues, all right, sickness is in Babylon the Great, aka America. All right.
Hey, them fires all throughout California,
California?
or really throughout the LA area. Hey, that's another plague to this place.
The
Right?
snow in the south that we're talking
snow
about in Florida. And
Hey,
shit.
it's been cold 3/4 of the country. It's been freezing. Hey, all people die during these times. Right? Go ahead.
Yep. Okay, a little bit.
Hey, hyperinflation. All these things are plagues. Right? These are all plagues. And promise you got to.
Yep. Continuing on. May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it had begun to burn. All right. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. And that's a question that's been asked. Continuing on, the mighty out of one Yahweh sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The other one shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. Going to what? Heavy judgment is getting ready to hit Babylon the Great, aka America. That is what's coming. The earth quaketh in the foundation thereof. The sea riseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the outer one, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand. Speak about who? Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai coming with the multitude of angels. All right, and riding shotgun would be Michael the archangel. All right, that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss. Okay, you know, I quoted Joel chapter 2, but it also said what? That they will not be clashing together. They're going to hit its designated target, which would be, all of America, man. From east, west to north to the south. That been in his arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the end of the world. All right, because America is what on the western hemisphere. All right, on the other side of the world. Continuing on, behold, the players are sent and shall not return again. They shall come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out until it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow, here's the point, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, return it not backward. Even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. All right, so what? So Most High is going to go through his whole plan, which is to bring mad destruction to Babylon the Great. All right, you
go back to Isaiah. You got a precept you can bring it.
Yeah. Follow you up, going to the destruction of Babylon and the plagues that they're going through now, and the more that's going to come. It's a book of 2nd HEDGES, chapter 15, verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm. It's going in. It's like it. And smite Egypt with plagues. Again, this is going into smiting Egypt, but smiting Babylon, because they're spiritually Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah. As before, as alluding that just like he did it before, he will come back to the second Egypt, which is Babylon the Great, and destroy it as it did before, and will destroy the land thereof. It's going into destruction of Babylon. America will be destroyed very soon.
Yep. And that mighty hand, real quick, is Yahweh Shai. All right, you know.
You got it. So it's all showing that this is going to happen to Babylon. So anybody that would speak against the missiles or anything like that, they just don't know the scriptures.
Exactly.
We can go back to verse 5, and verse 5 will bring it back home again as we continue to read in Isaiah 13. You got it.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 5. They come from a far country.
We just talked about the missiles. That's what it's talking about. That's what's going to destroy the whole land, the missiles. They come from a far country. Go ahead.
God, from the inner heaven, even Ha'adon Yahweh, and the weapons of his indignation.
Now let's get a little bit more vivid on that before we go to verse 6. Zakar, give me Zechariah 13, verse 7 through 9. Right?
Book of...
Matter of fact, and you get a little bit more of that too.
I got you.
Yep.
God, I'm going to start from top.
Yep, that's good.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 5, and it reads, They come from a far country.
Speaking of the missiles.
From the end of heaven, even Ha'adon Yahweh, the weapons of his indignation, and to destroy the whole land.
That's the purpose of these missiles being created. It's also known as the smith that bloweth in the coals, right? So that's another name for the missiles, the wasters, the destroyers, the glittering spear, the glittering sword. It talks about it in the whole Bible, that this would come and the devastation it would do. Let's show even a little bit more in the Most High's movie how that looks. You got it, Akia.
Yeah, this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 13 and verse 7.
Yep.
Awake, the water. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man that is my fellow, said Yahweh of hosts. Go to what the armies. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered.
And right here is speaking directly about the Most High's people. Right? The false prophets. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep are going to be scattered. So the Most High is going to put to death all the false prophets when you read throughout the Bible. He said he's going to clean up his house first. So he got to remove those that ain't right, that's in the circumcision.
Done.
Before the missiles come,
Right.
that's a part of Jacob's trouble. He gonna smite the shepherd and the sheep are gonna scatter. So you're gonna see men that ain't right according to God, according to the Bible, that's gonna be put to death here in the last days. That are false prophets. Ezekiel the 14th chapter. First Peter 4 and verse 17 through 19. And it goes on and on and on and on. So the ones that's not righteous men, he gonna remove them. Go ahead.
Continuing on, shall be scattered, and I will turn my hand upon the little ones.
Because the Most High is concerned with the elect. So yes, you have elect members that's all throughout the circumcision.
That's right.
Right? You have elect members according to the Bible that's all throughout the circumcision. Right? And you got elect members more in the world that ain't even in the knowledge of the truth or the circumcision. That they got to be brought in. But before he get to the people, the mass, exodus out of Babylon and the rest of the elect, the 1/3, the under multitude being brought in. Part of what's going to bring that is the Most High is going to bring separation. Start with those that know that they are Israelites. Men that ain't teaching right. Men that are doing it for filthy lucre. Right? All these different things. People that are not of the elect. The house of Saul, all these Saul-like niggas, he going to remove their ass.
That's right.
They got to get removed. And we pray that we're bringing forth fruits meet for repentance and being upright to the best of our ability. Right? And that we are of the elect. Anybody that's not of the elect, the Most High going to remove them. That's what he's letting us know. That's going to be a big part of Jacob's trouble. He said, just stay tuned. Go ahead.
Verse 8, Zechariah 13 verse 8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land.
In all the land, it's talking about here in Babylon. That's what the subject matter is. The burden of Babylon we started in Isaiah 13 and 1. That's the destruction. So this is going to happen in this land. Because we know the whole earth ain't going to be blown up in the fireball. How do we know that? Amav get Ecclesiastes 1 and 4.
Yep.
You got it. You can go ahead and continue with that.
God. Yep, that and it shall come to pass in all the land, said Yahweh.
Yep.
2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
So 2/3 of the Most High's people ain't gonna make it. That's the ratio we always use. We know 2/3 of the Most High's people are not gonna make it. Right? Go ahead.
But a third shall be left therein.
But the Most High is gonna preserve the elect. Go ahead.
Verse 9, and I will bring the third part through the fire.
The third is also known as a tenth. It's also known as a remnant. It's also known as a fraction. It's also known as a 10,000 part of man. These are all other ways we can identify who the elect are. Who the promises are coming to. 1/3, right? Go ahead.
And I will refine them as silver is refined.
Hey, we got to go through the furnace.
Yep.
Right? Acceptable men are tried in the furnace of adversity. We got to be tried and be brought forth as a burnt offering. Go ahead.
And I will try them as gold are tried. They shall call on my name.
And the believers are going to do what?
Call on my name.
So you're going to have the name at some point, right? The masses of the elect, not just those that would be in the knowledge of the truth. Because you got people that's in the circumcision that call on different names.
Yeah.
They call the Lord by different names. Whether it's the Messiah, Yahweh Shai, or whether it's the Most High God, Yahweh.
Yeah.
They call them by all kind of weirdo names.
Yeah.
Right? So we all going to come to one consent. Meaning the elect going to have the name. Go ahead.
That's right. And I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. They shall say, the Yahweh is my power.
And for those that say, well, it don't matter what name you call on, where the Bible says in Acts 4 and 12, there's only one name by which men can call on to be saved. So it does matter. For those that's in the knowledge of the truth, it does matter. Right. It does. That's part of worshiping the Lord in spirit and in truth. The Father seeketh such to worship him. So it does matter. Right? Our God is a God of knowledge. So we do got to come to him correct. He don't want us coming to him incorrect and thinking that's okay. He's provided a way. Right. He said he would give unto us the pure language in the last days. He would give that back to us. And we have that. That's known as Lashawan Kodash. Beautiful. You can go back.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 4.
Yep.
And it reads, one generation passeth away.
Yep.
And another generation cometh.
Uh-huh.
But the earth abideth forever.
But see, there you go. So the earth ain't going to go up in a fireball. That's making reference to where it says all the land going to be destroyed, is making reference to Babylon. Now we can go back to Isaiah 13 and eat off that. Shalom also, all the sisters got on there was 3.
Shalom.
Hey, 3 is a lesser form of completion. The sister Athena, the sister Ruth, and Rebecca all got on there one after another. Hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Brakatah. That was highly spiritual to me in the spirit, right? So that was highly spiritual. Go ahead, you got it, Akia.
There's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 6, and it reads, how ye, for the day of Ha'adon Yahweh is at hand.
Yep.
It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
This is coming from the Most High. So a person couldn't say, well, yeah, man, they're Putin him and they doing what they want to do, and Satan on the earth doing no. This is what the Most High want. Stop playing.
Just the king's heart is in the Lord's hand.
There you go.
Beautiful.
So those are beautiful precepts.
Yeah.
Beautiful precepts. Go ahead.
God. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
Every man's heart shall melt. And the brother Angel Padilla, or who's that?
Shalom, Malak.
Who's that? Yeah, Angel Padilla on there. Yahabashim Yashabrakatah, brother.
Shalom.
Angel Padilla 2 times.
Hey,
Yep,
shalom,
beautiful.
shalom.
Hey, Brakatah Yahabashim Yashab. So read that one more time, Akia.
We read 7.
And there goes that regional chariot right there.
Yes, sir.
Hey, angels are right there. I don't want about the Zah. Hey, they find him this favor with the Most High, us doing what we do.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 13, verse 7, and it reads, Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
Yep, that's right, because it's... Oh, go ahead.
I'll go into the precepts, and some people will give up the ghost from just seeing the sight.
Yep.
You
can bring it.
Yep.
Well, we can bring it if you get it, Zakar. We get a few of those. Yep.
Yeah,
those are some good precepts. Shalom also to our brother, Hopeful Elections 12 Tribe, to the brother Malak La'ab. Yahweh Bahashim Yabashai, Bahashim Kakadash to you, Malak La'ab, and Barakatah. You know, beautiful. We'll get some of those. So, and the brother Ariel just got on there. Our big brother, Yahweh Bahashim Yabashai, Bahashim Kakadash. Shalom to you, to the brother, big brother Ariel as well. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. We'll get a few of those.
I got
You got it?
No, you got it.
Yeah, bring whatever y'all got. It's cool.
Cause I got a few.
No, where is that? The ones that will give up the ghost when he sees the Lord.
Well, there's a few. There's another one where it talks about
There's a few.
where it talks about a few of those when the Lord come. The one I was thinking about was they gonna hide themselves.
That's Revelation.
Yep, that's in Revelation. It should be 6th chapter toward the end.
Yeah.
You can get that. That's another one. It's another one that talks about. I'm gonna get it in Habakkuk 3.
I got this right here.
You can bring that. How the mountains tremble. That's another one. Right.
You can bring yours out.
Yeah.
Book of Revelation chapter 6 verse 15, and it reads, And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves from the dens and the rocks and the mountains, and said to the mountains.
Hold on 1 second. And the rocks in the mountain though goes into the bunkers. All right. And those rich men start off with, Amalek, the elites. All right.
The book of Revelation chapter 6 verse 16, and it reads, And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us,
The bunkers.
and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb.
Yahushua.
For the great day of the wrath is come. Who shall be able to stand? Who's gonna be able to stand? No one's gonna be able to stand. If the Lord has it for you to die, you're gonna die. And all these rich people asking asking the rocks to fall on them to hide, they're the first one to go into slavery. So everything's happening according to the plan of Yahweh Yahushua.
Yeah, you're gonna have people in all these governments all around the world, right? The presidents, the oligarchs, the billionaires, the trillionaire families. They're the ones that's gonna be hiding out. For instance, if you go look up Denmark, the country of Denmark, they can hold almost 1 million people underground. They've already built. You can look it up, and they show you how they be down there doing soccer tournaments. How stuff they got stored down there. Yeah, in the country of Denmark.
Yeah, underground.
Underground. They already. So in Denmark, it's places like that all over the world, right? Not just in Northern Europe or different parts. Everywhere in the world where they have these underground bunkers. Now it's even heavier than that. I'm gonna show that. Here's the book of Amos, the 9th chapter. So you got the bunkers, right? But it goes beyond that. Amos 9 and verse 2, it says, though they dig into hell, speaking of the bunkers, right? Then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, how do they climb to heaven? They got an international space station up there. And people can actually go up there, for millions of dollars and stay for like a week. And you can actually be up there in what was known as the Space Observatory. And you can go and look in the telescopes to see the different stars and planets and all of that. Though they dig into hell, this shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, this will I bring them down. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search them from thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea. So they actually got, stuff down in the ocean. They got spots and places down in the waters where they be at too. The scripture's letting us know that. It says, in the bottom of the sea, this will I command the serpent. That's speaking of who? Leviathan. And he shall bite them. See? So everything that Esau got going on in the sea, he got going on in the heavens, he got going on in the clefts of the holes in the earth, which would be the bunkers. There's nowhere that they could be hid. You see what I'm saying?
This is like the starter Psalms. David would say, where can I hide myself?
I got this right here. It's the spirit.
Yep.
Yep. The book of Psalms 139, it's a Psalm of David. Psalms 139, and I'm starting verse 8. It says, if I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, the ground, the grave, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. All right, pretty much going into what? The fact that there's no escaping Yahweh what Yahweh shot. All right, he sees all. He says eyes are what? 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
Get Jeremiah 23 and 23.
Gotcha.
Start there. That goes into that too. Because there's nowhere that we can go to hide from the Most High.
That's right.
So what this lets us know and understand is it don't matter what kind of pseudoscience they got, the technology or none of that.
Yep.
We don't fear none of that. And the reason why we don't fear none of that is because the scriptures let us know when the enemy come rushing in like a flood, the Most High is going to lift up a standard against him. So we're not worried about when they try to come for the children of Israel,
Right.
starting with the men of the Lord, because that's going to be a death sentence to them. When they come for us, the Lord said in Revelation 11, if you touch any of his anointed, then you got to be killed. So there you go. So that's why we don't fret or worry, because, hey, the Most High is going to be with us. And whatever our lot is, you can't escape your lot. Right? So,
exactly.
Hey, there you go. That should give anybody peace of mind. Well, hey, everything's by the will of the Most High.
Yeah.
Hey, if I'm doing what he say within reason and continuing and enduring to the end, hey, I don't worry about desire, you'll be saved. You'll be of that number.
Yep.
Either way, you're going to be back with Yahweh on the chariots. Either way, because the Most High promised that. And he ain't a man that he should what?
Lie. Yep.
Well, hey, something got to be true. I'm going to go with what the Most High saying. Because it's a lot of motherfucking lies. So lucky, I tried to be good. I couldn't hold it no more. There's a lot of motherfucking lies that's going on out here. Right? And the Bible tells you there's no lie of the truth. So either you're going to stand with the truth or you're going to go with Esau, lying ass, and you're going to get destroyed. Right? It's either one or the other. There's no in between. You can't be like almost in, ear hustling what the prophets are saying, but then you over here doing some shit in the dark. No, you got to be all the way in or all the way out. Man, woman, whatever. You got to be all the way in if you're an Israelite or all the way out. You got it, Akia.
The book is Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 23. And
Yep.
it reads, am I a power at hand?
Uh-huh.
Say, I don't want Yahweh, and not a power afar off.
Am I a God at hand or and not a God afar? I know everything far and near. The Most High is letting you know. Go ahead.
Gone. Can any hide himself in secret places?
Can anybody hide from the presence of the Lord? We just read King David said, no, hell no. It's impossible. Can any hide himself in secret places? Go ahead.
Gone, that I shall not see him.
So whether they go up into the heavens, whether they're down in the ocean somewhere, they got some vessel, whatever the hell they got down there, or whether they're in, the different bunkers around the world, it don't matter.
Gone.
The angels and the Most High know exactly where you at.
Gone.
Right? They looking at your ass, laughing at you, thinking that you done hear it out. Dummies. Go ahead.
Say, if I don't want Yahweh, do I not feel heaven and earth? Say, if I don't want Yahweh.
There you go. So the Most High feel heaven and earth because the angels, Proverbs 15:3, the eyes of the Lord are in every place beholding the good and the evil. They know everything and they report everything. Right? Yeah, they telling on everybody. Exactly. So you better believe it. So you better get yourself together. If you an Israelite, that's word to the wise. Start with myself. Start with any brothers, anybody out there. No matter who you think you are, or what title you got, or whatever. You better be putting on righteousness and wearing it like a garment and repenting and staying upright on and off the camera. Because if you're not, the Most High gonna get you. Right? That goes for everybody. That goes for everybody. Now, beautiful. You had something you about to bring?
No.
Oh, you got it, King.
You got
Like
it.
Isaiah 13.
Yes, sir.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 13, verse 8, and it
Okay.
reads, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another.
I got you. Yep. Go ahead.
And their faces shall be as flames.
Woo! It said their face is gonna be as what?
As flames.
As flames.
Yep.
You can bring what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah, the face is gonna be as flames.
Can we read that from the top, Bible Shop?
The book of Isaiah chapter 13, verse 8, and it reads, they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames.
As flames. Okay. Now I'm gonna grab this in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, in the latter, because it says that what shall be as a woman in travail. All right. So this book of Jeremiah, chapter 30. I'm gonna start at verse 5. For thus said Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. There's no peace unto what? The wicked.
Yep.
Okay. Ask you now and see whether a man doth travail with child. That's the question. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. All right. So so ultimately going into what? That these people gonna be in utter pain, man, for what? The great judgment that's getting ready to hit. Okay. Not knowing what to do.
Now give me Zechariah 14:12 to back that up, brother. Beautiful. Zechariah 14:12. Shalom to our brother Shemgar Yasha Allah.
Hey, shalom,
Yahweh
Allah,
Shalom,
shalom,
and to the
shalom,
brother
shalom.
and to the brother Yahweh 144 SC
Hey,
Ba.
shalom, shalom,
Hey, Yahweh
shalom,
Shalom,
Allah.
Shabrakatan to you, Akia. Beautiful.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 14 in verse 12.
Uh-huh.
And it reads, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Yeah, so the Most High is making these nations come together to fire missiles.
Right.
Because this is going to be ultimately the destruction coming to them that actually came against us. This is punishment. We're going to show that in 2nd Ezra 15, start at verse 20. Go ahead.
God.
So the Most High going to punish you nations for what you did to us. He didn't forget, right? He didn't forget. It's been a short amount of time, right?
Yeah.
In the mind of the Most High. It's been a short amount of time since Yahweh Shah was here.
Yeah.
He only been gone for 2 days in the heavens.
God.
Yeah.
Right? So to the most high, this has been a couple seconds since what happened to us. Y'all enslaving us,
Right.
doing all the things you've done, all the experimentation Esau done did,
God.
all the vile, wicked,
all that,
detestable
man.
shit. The Most High that's clear, that's fresh in his mind. Right? So now it's time for payback. Go ahead, you can finish that.
God, continuing on. Wherewith
Oh, I
the
got him. Since you hold that, I got him.
Wherewith the Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Yeah, that's gonna be the destruction. People always like to reference brothers do the Sarah Connor,
yeah.
you know, in the Terminator movie. But they face gonna melt away, right? While they standing on their feet. What's gonna do that? The nuclear wind. And before the nukes even hit and detonate, just them coming in, the heat from the missiles gonna be melting people. People are gonna actually literally disintegrate. We're talking about hundreds to thousands to million-degree heat.
Right.
So much that it would take the oxygen out of the air. So something like that's beyond devastating. That's beyond anything to be. You would have to be saved out of here to make it. There's no way you could possibly make it here in Babylon. Impossible.
As soon as that flame hits you, the whole
Yeah,
body
it's
is
over.
gonna
Just
melt.
seeing them come in. Think, it ain't gonna take for it to hit ground. Think about when it's 300, 1,000, 600, 400, 300, 200 feet coming in.
Right.
Think of the heat that it's gonna
Yeah,
bring.
you're gonna
And
be
think about all
melting.
these missiles. Was it 200? It says in
It's hundreds of millions of missiles.
100 missiles. Missiles. 200 million. You know what I'm saying?
The nations are going to be firing different and when you say that too, it's going to be warheads. Some warheads, some missiles shot, they got different warheads on them. And they're going to be shot from all around the globe.
They're getting
Hey,
sprayed.
hell, the UK, the European Union going to fire on them.
God.
The beast going to fire on the whole. So what
Yeah.
with them, Russia, China, shit, that's most of the world going to fire on them. Yeah, America, Babylon got a few allies, but the majority of the world going to be like, nah, fuck them, they just going to fire on them. You see what I'm saying? Like a firing squad. They're going to like, fuck these dudes.
Like it's basically gonna get sprayed up, man.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's about to get
And
get laid
old
out.
gangster movies.
Yeah.
They take the Tommy gun and just spray. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Say
saying?
hello to my little.
Yeah, that's what's about to happen.
Spray.
Yeah, on some Tony Montana type
Yeah,
shit. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah. They about to get Babylon about to get Tony Montana.
That's right.
Yeah, Tony
Yeah.
Montana. Tony Montana. They about to get Tony Montana, man.
God.
It's over for this place. So if you got your hopes in Babylon, you through. You done.
You through vote, right?
You done. And you deserve it. You deserve it.
Far against Jerusalem, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Man, just think about, when you see how graphic the scriptures are, just think about that and imagine that.
Right.
Like, damn, that's why you should be coming back and repenting. Who could do anything to get out of that?
Yeah.
If you were the 2/3, that means that's gonna happen to you too. It ain't gonna just happen to, they ain't gonna just be Sarah Connor on the Terminator movie.
Right.
Shit, you gonna be Sarah Connor too.
Yeah.
Shit, you see what I'm saying? So unless you are of those that are the preserved, you ain't gonna make it. And if you ain't coming back to righteousness, that's a bad sign that you might not make it. Although you got the 11th hour service that are still to come. You got it out there.
That's a scary thing to be.
I'm telling you, man, Tawadi Yahabashim Yashai for having this troop beforehand. I wouldn't want to be here in the last days trying to, you know,
That's gonna be stressful.
man, hell yeah. Because you ain't going to have no answers.
And so that's gonna automatically mean you ain't got no faith.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 20. And it reads, Behold, saith the power, I will call together all the kings of the earth.
The Most High say he gonna call all the kings of the earth to reverence him, to bring back his name, bring back the fear of him in the last days. He gonna bring all the kings to fear him again, because clearly the people on earth don't fear the Most High. Clearly, go ahead.
Come, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south to the east.
Yep.
The Libanus, to turn themselves one against another.
The Most High want to turn everybody against each other. He making them fire on themselves. Go ahead.
One against another, and repay the things that they have done to them.
And repay the things that they have done to them. Let's find out who the them is. Go ahead.
Gone. Like as they do yet this day until my chosen.
Oh, the them is the chosen. So then you would have to know who the children of Israel are. You would have to know that you're an Israelite.
Gone.
And most Israelites don't know that. So they don't know to repent, as the brother a mouth of saying, well, a lot of they ain't gonna have faith. Well, yeah, a lot of people don't. That's why I say they're gonna be bearing the faith. Because you have to know that you're an Israelite to know what they did to the chosen. This is repayment for all the wickedness that was done to the righteous people. Right? Go ahead.
So will I do also recompense in the bosom, the saith Ha Adawan, Yahweh, the power.
Yep. So everywhere where these nations are at, the Most High gonna repay their ass for what they did to the children of Israel. And there's no way around that. To Moab too. Moab, y'all got to get it too. Everybody got to get it. Right?
Get this word.
Moab looking around, you got to get it too. Elam got to get it. Hey, ain't that the spirit? See the Most High, he brought the nations by one by one. Elam, and then Moab. Come on, you can't make this stuff out, man. You can't make it up. He brought the nations right by. They got to get repayment, and he brought them right by. Come on, man. He always do it, man.
Most I live dramatics, man.
Yeah. Come on. The Lord speaketh once, yet twice, yet man perceiveth not. Man, he always speaking, man. Hey, if your third eye is open, right, you gonna catch it, man. You gonna catch it. Beautiful. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. We go back, yeah. Unless the brother got something. You got something. Yeah, we'll go back there. We'll continue to eat. Oh, hold on. They starting to light it up. Let's get some of these before we go back. You can go back there. Then me and the brother, we gonna tag team a few of these. I think they brought a few. Ecclesiasticus 4:28. Strive for the truth unto death. It says, and the Lord Yahweh shall fight for thee. And it tells you also, I'm glad the brother brought that precept because that brings this in mind real quick. This is Revelation, the 2nd chapter. This is what Yahweh Shah said when it pertains to striving for the truth, right? It says, unto death. This is Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So if you want that crown, if you want to be of the first fruits of the elect, then you gonna actually fulfill this lot. You're gonna be faithful unto death. Meaning you're gonna stand for the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, right? Because the Bible says precious to the Most High is the death of his saints, right? So hey, that's an honorable thing to die for the Most High if a brother or sister had to.
You know,
right?
Scripture says that you lose your life for my sake, man.
Yep.
Ultimately for the kingdom.
Yep. That's right. That's right. That was it for them. Okay. We go to the next one.
From the brother Thon, Zephaniah 1 and verse 15, and it reads that day is a day of wrath, going to what that great judgment, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, by the way of what? By the ICBM missiles, man. All right? That big mushroom cloud that you see, from 1945 in World War II. You want to know? Oh,
yeah, another brother, he got some. He is going into the dragons from Arabia, right? 2 Ezra 15, just basically, I'll just quote some of those. It's going into the dragons of Arabia. That's going into, 66%, right? It's 2/3. That's right, brother, to the brother Hananya. But it's going into how what's known as the Persians, the Iranians or Iranians, depending on how you want to pronounce it, how they're going to be drugged into World War III as well, right? And their determination is to fire on them fake ass Jews. That's what they want to do. They've been saying it forever, right? They want to take them out. And through the Spirit of the Lord, I believe that they're going to be, and we'll see prophecy going to let us know, but I believe they're going to be instrumental in taking them devils out. Because they in our land, the Most High gonna allow for that land to get fired up. When you read in matter of fact, let's show that real quick.
Ezekiel?
Nah, it's one I'm not sure about Ezekiel, but I do know the one. Give me it's either Amos. Go to, is it nah, let me see. I think it's Amos 1. Hold on. Let me double check.
Oh, wow.
It's either Amos or it's it's Amos. Maybe try.
Where is that at?
Oh, I think I know. It ain't Hosea either. No, it might be. Let me see. It's the first chapter though. I know one of them. Oh, I know where to find it at. So that land gonna be fired up. That land gonna be destroyed completely. Go to Amos 1.
Yes, yeah.
Go to Amos 1. That land gonna be destroyed. No, we'll go down to the point. We'll read that because it's going to tell us about Damascus, which is modern day Syria today. Now let's go down to verse 6. The point should be in 7.
The book of Amos, chapter 1, verse 6, and it reads, Thus saith Ha'adonai Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Gaza, for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Yep.
Because they carried away captive the whole captivity, to deliver them up to Edom.
Oh, so what happened to the children of Israel? Just like the same way you read in the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter, right? It talks about all the nations that sold us, they departed our land, right? So on and so forth. It's telling you the same thing again here, right? So it's talking about all these nations. And so now you got all these other nations in our land. So when you go into the Golan Heights, Gaza Strip, that's where the Palestinians are. You got the fake Jews over in our land, over in Israel, throughout Israel.
Yep.
Hey, so it's talking about all these nations. That land don't belong to them, right? So it says for the punishment thereof, because they carried away captive the whole captivity to deliver them up to Edom. Let's keep reading.
The book of Amos, chapter 1, verse 7, and it reads,
Yep.
But I will send a fire on the wall of Gaza.
I will send a fire on the wall of where?
Of Gaza.
So now that's going back into actually the Holy Lands. That's going back into the land of Israel, right? Because right now they divided it and they said, well, the Palestinians over here, and that really is being destroyed now. You're seeing a lot of destruction right now. You see? So that shows you how prophecy is ever evolving. So it's going to be fires on the wall of Gaza. Go ahead.
Which shall devour the palaces thereof.
Yep. So there you go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that is actually happening there, and that's going to continue on, because really in that land, that's really all of our land, right? But they divided it up. They split it up and said, okay, you take this, you take that. Right. And yeah, you got all different nations in there serving all kind of different gods, which is all wicked, because that land is holy and it's sacred. It's only supposed to be for the Israelites to be praising our God.
That's why there's no peace there now.
That's why there's no peace.
We are in the land, there will be peace. Since we are not in our own land, they will never have peace. I remember people saying free Palestine since I was in elementary school.
Yep.
There will never be no peace until we get our land back.
And that's in the chapter of Isaiah chapter 2.
Yep.
When the righteous take over the land, man.
All the people gonna flow to us.
Yep.
So that's what we wait for. And that's how close we're close. We're getting close to opening up the door. We right there, right? Just a few more things that got to happen, but hey, it's coming, right? And we gonna be patient. Hey, the elect are gonna be patient, no matter what. The elect are gonna be patient. Let me see if the brothers got anything on here for us when we go back. Yep, I think that was it. So shalom to the brother line of Judah as well. Now we'll go back to Isaiah. Unless the brother got something, we'll go back there.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 9, and it reads,
Yep.
Behold, the day of Yahweh Yahweh cometh, cruel, both with both with wrath and fierce anger.
Yep.
To lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
He's gonna destroy the who?
The sinners thereof out of it.
So the Most High is got. He's making a list and he's checking it twice. And he's gonna find out who naughty and nice. We gonna know. We gonna know this, because there's a lot of people that claim to be righteous on the earth or whatever. However it is that God love them and so on and so forth. We gonna find out real soon. So he's making that list, right? And this is what's heavy about that when it comes to the sinners. Go back to 2nd Ezra 15 again. When it comes to the sinners, we'll come back there, because that is something very important. Because a person that is not going to regard the truth,
right,
that will make you a sinner. Matter of fact, that will make you a willful sinner, because there is a difference, right? Everybody technically sins at some point, right? So a willful sinner is somebody that just disregards the truth, or they turn away from it and say, no, that ain't for me, or I don't believe that, or I don't got to do all of that. God hear my prayers or whatever, but they don't want to serve God. Now, back in 2nd Ezra 15, go down, we was at 20 and 21. Go down to about 30. It should be, it's a little further down past there. It's going to talk about how the Most High, he got all the sinners numbered. Like he got them, he got them in a trick bag. Matter of fact, I'm going to get there with you, King. 2nd Ezra 15. All right, start at about 24. Salakia, 24.
Good to go?
Yeah, we're going to read from 24 on down.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 24, and it reads,
Yep.
Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith Ha-Adawan.
You see how important it is for us to return and believe? Now, a big part of us getting salvation is us having faith, right? But also us being obedient. We can only be obedient by actually doing what the Most High say within reason. That's known as rehearsing the righteous acts. That's known as offending less. We have to actually physically do that, right? While we're here, we can't just disregard that and be like, oh, I'm good, I'm over here. Okay, well, we're going to see if being over there, if that's gonna save you. You got to be over here. You got to be on the right side of things, right? So the Lord said, woe to them that sin. Those are those that don't regard him, right? And don't keep the commandments. Let's keep reading. The Most High gonna make it clear about sinners. While the brother read the scripture and it talked about sinners. That's on purpose. Go ahead.
I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary.
But don't defile the elect. defile not my, the Lord's sanctuary is the elect, right? So the Most High is concerned with the elect today. Go ahead.
Con. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 26, and it reads, Baha Adawan know of all them that sin against him.
Yeah, the Most High know all them that sin against him, even of his people that walk by and laugh. Like you had a Jake over here that was laughing. He thought that it was funny seeing us over here, right? So the Most High know all them that sin against him. Go ahead.
Con. And therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction.
And that's what's coming, right? You think it's a game, it's funny, right? It's about some folly type shit, but then you don't know that you marking yourself.
You marking yourself, man.
You know, you're like, oh, look at them niggas, man. Yeah, that was Issachar, 3 Issacharites. Yeah, look at them niggas. Yeah, them niggas, man. Them niggas look stilly, you know? Cool.
The unfaithful shall die, the unfaithful.
There you go. Beautiful precept, new precept of the night. All the unfaithful. So, hey, that's okay. But let's keep reading about these sinners, right? The Lord talking about his own people that ain't right. He said all these sinners gonna die. Go ahead.
The book, 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 27, and it reads, For now we are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them.
Yep. So as these plagues intensify, these birth pains, the real question is, how are you gonna get out of them? What are you gonna do when these things get to the point where it's unbearable? See, right now they're unbearable. Why niggas can still walk around and eat a cheeseburger from McDonald's and be talking, yeah, man, look at them niggas. See, because it ain't unbearable yet. But the Lord is telling you, as these plagues intensify, what are you gonna do? Let's keep reading.
And ye shall remain in them, for the power shall not deliver you.
The Most High ain't gonna deliver you niggas.
Right.
You scoffing niggas, you mockers. He's not gonna deliver your ass. He's gonna leave you here to be destroyed. And we gotta tell you harshly, because this is what it really is. You can't tell nobody nice here the Most High is about to rip through their ass. That he about to put men, women, children to death. He ain't gonna pity, he ain't gonna repent, he ain't gonna change his mind. He ain't gonna be up in the heavens crying, weeping. He didn't weep for Yahweh Shai, the scriptures tell you. Me and brother brought that out last night. It pleased him. He didn't weep for Yahweh Shai. So you think he gonna weep for you wicked ass Israelites? Hell no.
He's not a respected person.
That's right.
Persons. And the one precept says it will slay men down to children, even women. Everyone's gonna get slain. If you're not right, you're gonna be put in your place where you will be smitten. You'll be smited.
Yep. That's how the Most High get down, right? You got it?
Because ye have sinned against him. Behold.
That was good. So it said, because you have sinned against him. He told us over and over again, woe to them that keep knocking my commandments, right? The Lord ain't gonna spare you. Then he went on to say, he gonna deliver you unto death and destruction because you continue to sin against him. Because you don't acknowledge his word, because his word and his laws are perfect. You don't acknowledge it, so that makes you what? That makes you imperfect. You don't have no covering. The scriptures speak about if Yahweh Shai didn't come, and then we are an example of truth coming back to this word, then there would be no cloak for there would be no cloak for the sin. But there you go.
Yeah, I was gonna grab it.
And that's the spirit. You can bring it.
That's, John 15:22.
So there's no cloak, meaning there's nothing you can do to cover yourself. A cloak is something you would use to cover yourself, right? You can't cover yourself if you in wickedness. If you on demon time,
right?
What the hell can you do or say before the Most High, before the angels, the heavenly hosts, or Yahweh Shai? No, Yahweh Shai gonna watch your ass get melted. Get what a brother bring that. Get Revelation 14 and 9. We'll come behind the brother. You got it, King.
Yeah, this is John chapter 15, verse 22, in red lettering, Shah speaking.
Yep.
And it reads, if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned, but now they have no cloak for their sin. All right, ultimately going to what? No covering. Okay. Pretty much to the point.
Yeah, and the reason why it even says that too, to add to the brother, is because he said if he hadn't come and spoke to them, then they had not sinned. Because the Bible says where there's no law, there's no sin. Yeah. So the law had to be administered back to our people to show them, hey, look, now that's happening again. Oh, you don't want to hear? Okay, well, that's on you. Yeah. Hey, like Esau said in his course, ignorance of the law is no excuse. So you can, hey, in that day, it ain't going to be no excuses. Either the Most High with you or he's not.
That's right.
That's it, right? I'm going to go with, and men that are believers, us brothers and other believers are gonna go with, well, I believe what the Most High is saying, so I'm gonna try to do my best to make it. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna see what else the rest of you people gonna do, right? And let's see if it work out for you. Go ahead.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 9, and it reads, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image.
Hey, if any one of you take the chip, right? There's no way that you can come back from that. That is a sin because it's punishable by death. That shows you that it is wicked, right? Because I heard men try to argue that. Well, where's the actual law that says if you take the? Here it is right here. Read it again.
Right.
Con, the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 9.
Yep.
And the third angel, you good, I can see.
Okay.
I followed the water though. I followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image,
If anybody take the chip, your man, woman, or child, no matter who they are, go ahead.
and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand,
If you get branded by Esau, you take on the mark of the beast, go ahead.
the same shall drink of the wine of wrath from the power.
You're going to drink of the wine of the wrath of God. You're going to know what it feel like for your body to be burning in that fire.
Con,
Go ahead.
which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
This is going to be the anger of the Lord. Anybody see these people listening? If y'all take the mark of the beast, y'all going to die. Go ahead.
Con, and he shall be tormented with
Right.
fire and brimstone.
And if you take the mark of the beast, you're going to be tormented with fire and brimstone. Understand that, my man? I see you listening. Go ahead.
and the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb.
In the presence of God, Son, and in the presence of the angels is returning. If you take the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, they're going to make it mandatory according to prophecy. Then in front of God and the angels, they're going to watch anybody that take it get roasted. They don't care if you a kid or whoever. You 97 years old, you 55, whatever. It don't matter. God is no respecter of persons. Read that. Read it again.
God, this book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 10, it
Yep.
reads, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the power.
And we don't want to drink it. We don't want to see the wrath of God. We want exemption. That's why we're doing what we're doing. Go ahead. Because I believe you are an Israelite through the Spirit. Go ahead.
God, which is poured out without mixture until the cup of his indignation.
So God's going to show his anger, right? When that fire comes. Go ahead.
God,
Which is going to be the nations fighting in World War III. That's going to happen, brother. Go ahead.
which shall be tormented with fire and brimstone.
Go ahead.
And the presence of the holy angels.
So the presence of the angels are going to be watching this. Go ahead.
God, and the presence of the Lamb.
The Lamb is who the world calls Christ, Yahweh Shah. They're going to actually watch this going on. Let's keep reading.
God, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 11, and it reads, and the smoke of the torment ascendeth up in forever and ever.
Go ahead.
And they have no rest nor day who worship the beast in his image, whosoever receives the mark of the name.
Yeah, whoever take the chip
Right.
before you leave. Next verse.
God.
The man, he been patiently listening. Go ahead.
God, here is the patience of the saints.
The saints are the believers, those that can hear this word. By you hearing this word, that could be to the saving of your soul and your wife too, right? Go ahead.
God, here are they that keep the commandments of the power.
So the believers are going to do what?
Keep the commandments of the power.
They're going to come back to actually hearing and keeping the commandments of God. Go ahead.
God, and the faith of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, and they're going to keep the faith. Just wanted to leave you with that. That's all I want to leave you with, okay? You're good to go. Yep, no problem. You got it. You got it, Ma.
God.
Now we good. We good there. We can go back. No, I think the brother has something.
No, it's all
Okay,
good.
you got it.
It's all good.
Let me see if you brothers got anything for us real quick. Got some hot ones. We got one hot off the grill right here. This is eye on the bar, brother. No problem. It's at the water for the clarity. This is Jeremiah 7:16. Therefore, pray not thou for this people. I was just thinking about this. Pray not thou for this people. The Lord said, don't even pray for the majority of our people. Pray for the elect. Seek for the elect and pray for them.
Yeah.
Pray not thou for this people. It says, neither lift up a cry nor a prayer for them. Don't be praying for them. When you make your prayers at night or during the day or whatever, don't be praying for no damn 2/3. Pray for the elect and pray that you of the elect. Neither make intercession. It says to me, don't go crying out and praying to the Most High that He have mercy on no damn demons, right? It says, for I will not hear thee, because the Most High is not gonna hear them prayers.
God.
So you pray for the elect, right? Or you pray, hey, I'm praying this in earnest, Lord. I pray that such and such, whatever, if they be of the elect, that's what you pray,
God.
right? If the Most High's will. So that's just word to the wise. Hey, why would we do that? Because in John 17, we ain't got to get it, but Yahweh Shah said, I pray for them, I pray not for the world. He only prayed for the elect, and the world he was talking about was Israel. Amongst the Israelites, he was praying for the elect, right? The remnant. He wasn't praying for everybody, right? Because everybody ain't worthy of prayer. It's what God is telling us through Jeremiah, right? You can get the next one if you want.
All right.
Well, I'll get it.
I know you got it.
Isaiah 45:4.
Yep.
It says, for Jacob my servant, say, and Israel my elect, I have even called thee by thy name, I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me, though our people don't know the Most High, right? That don't still exempt you from being an Israelite. That don't give you no license to sin.
Right.
So even though you don't know that you don't know the law or whatever the case is, hey, Apostle Paul, I always like to quote it, said, I speak to them, excuse me. He said the ignorance of the law, excuse me, what did he say? He said, oh man, it's in Ephesians. Apostle Paul makes it real clear about the law, right? I think it's Ephesians. It's either. It'll come back to me. It'll come back to me.
Con,
It'll come back to me. The particular scripture, how it goes, it'll come back to me. I don't want to write this out.
did you read Jeremiah 7?
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna finish it out. I'm gonna get that scripture though. I'm gonna come back to it. This is Luke 18. We at Luke 18 now. Yep, I did Jeremiah 7. Yep, we Luke 18 now.
Yeah, from the brother Hananiah, Luke 18 verse 7. Shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect, which cried day and night unto him, though he bear along with them, all right? Because ultimately the elect did not what? Did not take a knee to Baal, as it says in the book of 1 Kings 18, okay? And we understand that, modern day, Babylon, all right? We didn't bow down.
Real quick, I got that scripture. Came back, 1 Corinthians 15 and 34. Awake to righteousness and sin not, for some have not the knowledge of the Most High. I speak this to your shame. So Apostle Paul says it's a shame. If you ain't got this truth, hey, that's a bad sign. Either the Most High don't want you to have it, and for some that's of the remnant of the elect, it might not be their time yet, right? When the calamity and things like that come, you're gonna have great numbers, like how it was back in the book of Acts, where thousands were being added to the church daily. You're gonna have big numbers of people being added once shit go left, let's say it that way. When ish hit the fan, that's when you're gonna have a lot of people. The Most High is only concerned with the elect that's gonna come. When he says smite the shepherd and the sheep are gonna scatter, he's gonna turn his hands to little ones. He's talking about bringing the elect back. He's not worried about the overwhelming majority. He only worried about the remnant that's still out there. He's gonna bring them back. So hey, may the Most High be with the people that can receive it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case is. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see if we got a few more on here. Get a few more here before we go back in there. We'll finish it out. This is we got. You had John. You had Luke. John Yachanan 15 and 22. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned, but now they have no cloak for their sin. Okay, he posted what we was talking about. Yep, beautiful. He that hateth me, it says hateth my Father also. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, you can get John 15 and 6 you want to.
Yeah, this book of John chapter 15 verse 6. If a man abide not in me, in who? In Yahweh Shai, all right, being part of that body, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered, and men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. All right, because ultimately what you are no good to the Most High. Okay.
Yep. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 9. It says they that put their trust in him, which is who? The Most High, and his son, Yahweh Shai, shall understand the truth. Those are the ones that actually are privy to the knowledge. And such as be faithful and love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints. Yep. It says, and he hath care for his elect. The Most High care about the elect. So that tells you, majority of people he said don't pray for, he's not concerned with them. So you shouldn't be concerned with them. Bible says in 2 Ezra 8 and 50, starting around 53, it says, seek out such that be like thee. You should be looking for others that are believers. Right. So some of your family is going to exclude some of them. Many of them are probably not going to believe. And in most cases, hey, you might be one of the only ones in your family that actually believe. Hey,
family feud in the city.
That's right. You about to say something?
And also, I just want to say is the cities come back to set a variance between the mother and father, and the son, like create separation and that hate. I'm gonna put that.
Yep. And the guy that said you can bring it. The guy that says free Palestine, man. Hey, y'all gonna be free in the kingdom because y'all gonna be free to work. Y'all gonna be free to work every day but the Sabbath. That's when you're gonna be free, because up until now, the Palestinians, y'all getting bombed all to hell, right? Because Esau don't mess with y'all. Right. So ultimately, y'all gonna truly get your freedom after y'all serve in the kingdom. Then y'all gonna be serving us forever. That's when you gonna get your true freedom. So that's for you, just so that you know that. Your freedom gonna come is when you're in the kingdom. Your freedom gonna be to serve us forever for eternity, and you're gonna like it. You're gonna do it with a smile on your face. You're gonna do it with a smile on your face. You're gonna be happy and grateful and gracious, right? Because when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. But when the righteous bear rule, when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. But when the righteous bear rule, the people rejoice. That's when you really gonna be free then. You see? So that's for you Palestinians. You got it, Akia.
Yeah. I'm just looking at Matthew chapter 10, verse 35, and it reads,
Yep.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. You go into the fact we were just talking about. The Lord is coming to save one man of a family, a few of a city. Yep. It's going to be common that you are going to start having these distance between your mother, because your mother is this instance. Your mother is on the other side. She's wicked. Y'all gonna separate.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to go together in the spirit.
Yep. That's why the scriptures say that, if any man come to him and they hate not their mother, meaning they love less, because it could be that on this side that, hey, your mother probably might not be of the elect, and she might not be able to receive the truth. So, hey, ultimately, that's by the will of the Most High. Mother, sister, brother, husband, wife. In some cases, some men's wives ain't gonna believe.
Yeah.
Right?
That's why I said, look at Lot's wife. You know.
That's right.
Ultimately, that was an example. You know.
Hey, to make it even more real.
Yeah.
We'll I think we done with we'll get some other stuff. I think we done in in the spirit, you know. Yeah. We'll be trying to force it in there now, force the course. But 1 Corinthians 7, right?
Yeah.
Spirit kind of been shifted for a little bit. But in some cases, just to keep it all the way a stack,
yeah.
Some women that are believers are gonna make it, and it could be men that they with that might not make it.
Yeah.
According to the Bible. That's just what it is. Now, in some cases, the Lord's gonna have it where you're gonna have certain women, men are gonna be won by the conversation of a righteous woman. Her conduct, see it, she really believes. Right. They might not believe right now. They might be against it. And I know situations like that with men and women. I know situations like that, for real. More than a few. Quite a few I've seen in the faith. Where you got women that believe and men that don't.
Yeah, I got something.
Hey, if that man is of the elect, he's gonna come in at some point. But if he's not, you know, then the Most High is, hey, he gonna preserve that woman and that man's gonna be gone. If you got somebody, you can bring yours first, you can bring yours second. We're gonna get 1 Corinthians 15 and you can bring yours first, Zakar.
Yeah, I just want to bring
No, you can bring yours first. 1 Corinthians 7, my bad.
Yeah, ultimately, going to the fact that some women is gonna make it before men's, right?
Yep.
Matthew chapter
it's a beautiful one.
Matthew chapter 21.
It's a beautiful one.
And this in red lettering. Start verse 28. It says, "But what think you? A certain man had 2 sons, and he came to the first and said, 'Son, go work today in my vineyard.' He answered and said, 'I would not.' But afterward he repented and went, and that vineyard goes into who? Israel, in the book of Isaiah, chapter 5. Yes, you know what I mean?
Yep. That's the whole house of the Lord.
The vineyard. Of the Lord, man. So continuing on, he said, and he answered and said, 'I would not.' But afterward he repented and went. And he came to the second and said likewise, and he answered and said, 'I go, sir,' and went not." All right, but real quick, it says what? And he came to he answered and said, "I would not," but after he repented and went. Real quick, example of that is like Jonah. How Jonah didn't want to do it, but ultimately the Most High, made him go out, right? Continuing on, verse 31, "Whether of them twain did the will of his father? They say unto him, the first Yahushua say unto them, Verily I say unto you, that the publicans and the harlots go into the kingdom of Yahweh before you." All right, before what? These hypocrites. Okay.
Yep.
And the harlot goes to like a prostitute, man.
Yep. Which we know when you read in Amos 7 and 17 that our wives will be harlots in the city. So you're gonna have women out here that right now, according to the Most High, they're whores. They ain't right,
Yeah.
and they're worthy of death. But the Most High gonna give exemption to the elect women. The women, the women that would be of the elect, he gonna give exemption to them. He gonna have mercy on them, right? So that says a lot. Showing you there will be believing women back here today in this time. There would have to be. You got the elect men that's standing up by and large, but there's women that are believers that are back, right? Now give me 1 Corinthians 7 to bring that point home. We'll start at 12. We'll read down to about 14 or 15.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 12, and it reads, "But to the rest speak I, not Ha'adawan. If any brother have a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away."
Hey, and I've heard of situations like this plenty of times too. Been in many councils where men have women that don't believe. And it works that way as well. We're gonna read down to the women, because that woman, if she is an Israelite, she of the elect. Hey, she could actually change her mind. If she's of the elect, the Most High might have mercy on her to the point that it take particular things to happen for her to snap out of it, so to speak. We all had a different time that we came in. Hey, some people are gonna be 11th hour service at the very last minute.
At the very last second, man.
It says like once we're one of you, we're all one of you.
There you go.
Like that. We're all in that Steve before we were.
That's right.
Into the truth.
So we got to remember that. We got to remember it's an unnumbered multitude that still ain't in here yet. Come on, man. So we have to use that, as a gauge on how we supposed to be in the spirit. Well, damn. I mean, I'm glad the Most High allowed for me to come in. Well, when you want for the rest of the elect to come in? Hey, Yahushua said he believed the 99, right, to go get the one, showing you that not one of the righteous is not gonna make it. You see? Go ahead.
There's a book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 13, and it reads, "And the woman which have an husband that believeth not."
So a woman that could be in the faith right now, you might be with a man, or been, with a man, and he just don't believe, right? This is what the Most High said to do. Go ahead.
And if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him.
Yeah, he might not be a believer, but guess what? Ultimately, that's by the hand of the Most High. You just keep doing what's right and what's lawful to the best of your ability. Now, you don't go and do wickedness because he don't believe. You don't allow his unbelief to make you start going off. Now, if you know what's right and you know to do right, well, you got to do what's right. Right? Go ahead.
For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife.
The unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife. So you're going to have some cases where you're going to have women, right, that the Most High has already marked, right, that's of the elect, that's either going to have that man be won over by her conduct or he's not. And if he's not, the Most High is going to destroy him. Go ahead.
And the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband.
And the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Right? Now, I got something just came to mind. It's going to be heavy. Go ahead.
Elsewhere your children are unclean, but now are they holy.
So even your children, somebody got to be a believer.
Right.
Because think, the children, until they're of age, they are underneath their parents.
On their parents. To 12, yeah.
So think, it could be a curse for particular people that's back here, Jakes, that have wicked ass parents. They're little kids. They could be coming in the world, coming to some wicked ass parents. Now, ultimately, if they're the elect, the Most High gonna take care of them. But the children really are underneath the parents.
Right.
Because until they get of age, a boy typically 12, a girl typically 12, around that age, right? When a girl start having her menstrual and the boy at 12, he become a man. That's typically when he start being able to produce children. So until that happens, now let's give an account in the Bible of that. Woo, I ain't been in this story in a long time, but hit me. Go to 1 Samuel, the 25th chapter.
1 Samuel 25th?
Yeah, we about to talk about Nabal. Because there's examples of this. Abigail was actually a woman that believed in the Most High, right? She was a woman that would be of the elect, right? That sister's probably back here today, right? Falling into her lot again. First Samuel 25, and we'll go. I don't want to get the whole thing. It's a lot of reading. But let's go here. Let's start. Oh man, it's hard not to. Let's see how many verses. Damn, it's hard not to. But let's just do. Let's just do that. This whole story is amazing. We'll skip a little bit. Let's start at 4. We'll skip down a little bit. Let's start at 4.
There's a book of 1 Samuel chapter 25 verse 4, and it reads, "The David." It's like it.
Matt, no. Let's start at verse. Let's start at 1. We're gonna read down to 4. Then we'll jump.
This is a book of 1 Samuel chapter 25 verse 1, and it reads,
Yep.
Samuel died, and all the Israelites were gathered together and lamented him, and buried him in the house of Ramah. And David arose and went down to the wilderness of Paran.
Yep.
And there was a man in Maon, whose possessions were in Carmel. And man was very great, and he had 3,000 sheep and 1,000 goats, and he was sharing his sheep in Carmel. The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 25, verse 3, and it reads, "Now the name of the man was Nabal, and his name of his wife Abigail. She was a woman of good understanding."
She was a woman of a good understanding, talking about of the word. She believed in the truth. Go ahead.
And a beautiful countenance.
Yep.
But the man was churlish and evil in his doings, and he was in the house of Caleb.
See? So now, as we continue going, you're gonna realize that Nabal is the equivalent of what a 2/3 is. Nabal is back. He a 2/3.
That's right.
Right? He ain't no righteous man. Nabal's back. He a 2/3. Right? No different than Judas or any of these other men that wasn't right.
Saul,
right?
all of that.
Saul, they all back. And all the men that was with them, they're back. Right? So now, this man that says he was churlish, he wasn't right. His spirit wasn't right. But his wife, she actually had an understanding. She believed, and she was a beautiful woman. She had a beautiful spirit.
Right.
All right. Now let's jump down. Let's go down to verse 10.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 25, verse 10, and it reads, "And Nabal answered David's servants and said, 'Who is David?'"
Hey, he was railing on David. Man, he ain't nobody. Knowing that he was the king.
Right.
Man, who is he to me? He ain't nobody. He was railing on him. Go ahead.
"There be many servants like it. Who is the son of Jesse? There be many servants nowadays that break away every man from his master.
Go ahead.
Shall I take my bread and my water and my flesh I have killed for my shearers? I give it unto men whom I know not whence they be."
Yeah, because David was in the wilderness and he was eating these things. So when he sent his man unto him, we have to read all through it. But he pretty much rejected, like, nah, man, he was like, fuck David.
Right.
Who is he to me? He ain't nobody. I'm gonna take, and he was a wealthy man. I'm gonna take it would have been nothing for him to give, so X amount of sheep and things that he needed. You know what I'm saying? Man, he ain't nobody to me, man. Fuck him. Right? Now keep reading.
The book of 1 Samuel chapter 25, verse 12, and it reads, so David's young men turned away and went again and came and told him all those sayings.
Yep. So they went back and told him, hey, look, man. Hey, Nabal said, fuck you, man.
Right.
He said, who are you? You ain't nobody to him. Is he giving you shit? Okay, let's see what King David did.
Come. And David said unto his men, gird ye on every man's his sword. And they girded every man's his sword, and David also girded his sword. Mm-hmm. And there went up after David about 400 men, and 200 of bold by the stuff.
He's all right. Get ready. Hey, we got some business to go handle.
Right.
I'm gonna go handle this guy.
God,
he don't know who he messing with. Right? Let's keep reading. It's gonna get real good.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 25, verse 14, and it reads, but one of the young men told Abigail, Nabal's wife, saying, behold, David sent messengers out of the wilderness to salute our master, and he railed on them.
He was talking ish to him. Go ahead.
But the men were very good unto us, and we were not hurt, neither missed we anything. As long as we were conservant with them when we were in the fields. They were a wall unto us both by night and day, and while we were with them keeping the sheep. The book of 1 Samuel chapter 25 verse 17, and it reads, and therefore know and consider what thou wilt do. The evil is determined against our master and against all the household, for he is such a son of Belial that a man cannot speak to him.
Yeah, now I was gonna go on to tell you about this man and his the fact that he was a man of folly. That's gonna come up. Let's keep reading a little bit.
Then Abigail made haste and took 200 loaves and 2 bottles of wine, 5 sheep ready dressed, and 5 measures of parched corn, and 100 clusters of raisins, and 200 cakes of figs, and laid them on asses.
See, this would have been nothing for him to do that. So Abigail stepped in because she was a righteous woman, and she realized, hey, the Most High is with that man. Hey, Saul has killed his thousands, and David his tens of thousands.
Right.
They knew about this. Oh, that's a righteous man. The Most High with that man. He took a few hundred men and was killing thousands and tens of thousands of people. The Most High is with that man, and he the king. Nah, he's truly the king. He's the one we're supposed to be serving. I'm gonna go ahead and do this because she knew that was the right thing. No different than 1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter says that if that woman is a sanctified, that she would sanctify. If a woman is a righteous woman, then the man will be sanctified through her. Now, if that man ain't right, then the Most High will destroy him. Now let's keep reading.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 25, verse 19, and it reads, and he said unto her servants.
Y'all got any questions? Just let us know. Go ahead. We're Israelites.
Yes, we're Israelites.
Yep.
Unto her servants, go on before me, before I come after you. But she told not her husband Nabal. And it was so, as she rode on the ass, that she came down by the cover of the hill. And behold, David and his men came down against her, and she met them. Now David had said, surely in vain have I kept all this fellow have in the wilderness, so that nothing was missed of all that pertained unto him, and he that had requited me evil for good. The book of 1 Samuel chapter 25 verse 22, and it reads, so in more also do God the power unto the enemies of David, if I leave of all that pertains to him by the morning light any that pisseth against the wall.
Hey, David said, I'm gonna go kill every one of them. But Abigail, who was a righteous woman, she interceded and said, look, she came. Now let's go down, hit the point. Let's go down to verse 32, right? Go down to verse 32. So Abigail stepped in. She said, hold up. Nah, you know what? This is the right thing to do. This is a righteous man. So she brought the things that he needed. But let's keep reading. Let's hit the point though. Let's start it back at verse 32.
It's the book of 1 Samuel chapter 25 verse 32, and it reads, and David said to Abigail, blessed be Ha'adonai Yahweh, the power of Yasharallah, which sent thee the day to meet me. And blessed be thy advice, and blessed be thou, which has kept me this day from coming to shed blood, and from avenging myself with my own hand.
Yeah, because they was about to go and kill everybody. Because they was having a party, a feast. They was about to get ripped to pieces. They was about to come kill them. You see what I'm saying? He said any that piss against the wall, he about to kill all the men, just rip everybody to pieces. Right? Out of his anger. So you see Abigail stepped in. Now why is that so important? Now let's go all the way down to the point. Let's go down to 39.
This is the book of 1 Samuel.
No, matter of fact, no, I was wrong. let's go back to 36.
God. The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 25, verse 36, and it reads, And Abigail came to Nabal, and behold, he held a feast in his house, like the feast of a king, and Nabal's heart was merry within him.
So he was partying and having fun.
God.
Right, go ahead.
God. But he was very drunken, wherefore she told him nothing less or more until the morning light.
Yeah, he was so drunk. She was like, all right, he incoherent. I ain't gonna tell him what just happened, what I just did, and what's about to happen to him.
God.
How basically he got saved.
God.
For the moment. Let's keep reading.
God. But it came to pass in the morning, when the wine was gone out of Nabal, and his wife had told him these things, that his heart died within him.
Go ahead.
And he became as a stone.
He couldn't believe it. He was like being paralyzed. Go ahead.
God. And it came to pass about 10 days after that Ha-Adonai Yahweh smote Nabal, that he died.
So the Most High just went ahead and took care of him, right? So he didn't have to worry about, David had to worry about having no more blood on his hands.
Yeah.
Most High just killed his ass because he was a demon. See how that worked?
It's a fearful thing to fall
To the hand of living power.
Right. Now
Now we'll finish it off. We'll read from 39 and 44.
God. The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 25, verse 39, and it reads,
Yep.
And when David heard that Nabal was dead, he said, Blessed be Ha-Adonai Yahweh, that he had pleaded the cause of my reproach from the hand of Nabal,
Yep.
and had kept his servant from evil. For Ha-Adonai Yahweh had returned the wickedness of Nabal upon his own head.
He returned the wickedness upon his own head. That's how the Most High do for all the enemies of Israel, right?
God.
How much more you actually be a believing man or woman. We got enemies. How much more for our enemies? The Most High do the same thing for our enemies that are plotting and scheming against us.
God.
Go ahead.
God. And David sent and communed with Abigail to take her to him to wife. And when the servants of David were come to Abigail to Carmel, they spake unto her, saying, David sent us unto thee to take thee to him to wife. And she arose and bowed herself on her face to the earth and said, Behold, let thine handmaid be a servant to wash the feet of the servants of my Adonai. And Abigail hasted and arose and rode upon an ass with 5 damsels of hers that went after her, and she went after the messenger of David and became his wife.
Became his wife. Go ahead.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 25, verse 43, and it reads, David also took Anahum of Jezreel, that they were also both of them his wives.
Yep.
But Saul
So he took her servants too. So hey, there you go. That was beautiful. Go ahead.
But Saul had given Michal his
Michal.
Michal. Yep. But yeah.
Michal.
Or Michal.
Yeah. But Saul had given Michal his daughter, David's wife, to
Plati.
Balti,
Yep.
the son of Laish, which was of Galim.
So that shows you that Saul was a wicked man. He gave one of David's wives, right, over to another man just because he had a vendetta against David. So Saul was doing all types of wickedness while the Most High rejected his ass. Now, so the moral of the story is that, hey, if you are upright and righteous, if you of the elect, then you keep doing what's right. Right, you keep doing what's right. You don't let nothing deter you from doing what's right and for serving the Most High God. Because he's going to be the one that's going to ultimately justify you, right, and vindicate you. Because the scriptures also tell us, I'll just quote it, that to suffer wrongfully. To suffer wrongfully. So in some cases, you could be right about things. And another person could be wrong, could be coming at you, or whatever your situation is. You let the Most High deal with your enemies. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, right? Right? Avenge not ourselves. You let the Most High be the one that give vengeance to your enemies. Foreign and domestic. In the truth, or in the world, or if they're other nations. The Most High is going to deal with them. Don't take it in your hands. Take it to your house, Bashimi Shah. Your brothers got anything else? All right, good. Hey, with that, we pray this lesson was edifying to the believing brothers and sisters. We're going to give all praises, if and honor and glory unto our God, our power. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash. All praises be to the Most High God, Yahweh, and the Son Yahweh Shai. Hey, honors be to the elect elders of the nation of Israel. Barakim La, Habayah, Wadawadah. Blessings to the house of David, which are your brothers laboring, and to the Akyam, Wa Akwath, brothers and sisters that also listen and believe on the glorious gospel being preached throughout the 4 corners of the earth. And to you, we say shalom.
Hey, shalom.
Ready to get out of here. These stupid idiots been doing this dumb drag racing stuff here in the parking lot.
Hey,
shalom to the brother Lion of Judah. Saw you some new brothers today. Saw you Tazawam and the brother Malak. Saw y'all brothers today. Shalom, brother.